Ever since the dawn of sports, there has always been some ferocious rivalry that is head and shoulder above everything. Winning means everything, and being second is just not in the dictionary. At the highest level, where there is everything to play for, this ultimately has enhanced the development of sports. And in this case, cricket is no different, where the tension and anticipation is immense like in any other sport. The Ashes and India-Pakistan clash, or say Indo-Pak Classico, are the two arch rivalry bigger than anything in cricket. Ashes is definitely the oldest rivalry, while India-Pakistan is the ultimate hostile one. But the main prominent thing here is Ashes is undergoing as per usual, while Indo-Pak bilaterals is not contested anymore. Because of the various political reasons, only time we see these two heavy hitters is in mandatory ICC tournaments. How bizarre is this? Why only ICC tournament? Two of the most hospitable nation, but when it comes to cricket, hostility is the only definition. Since 2012, there has been no any bilaterals, and it's been more than 13 years. And I repeat, it's been more than 13 years since they contested in Test cricket. Really? The burning question among all the cricketing fraternity is, why is this famous series not being held? Why is government not allowing while everyone is willing to play? What is the value of winning against each other? Like many other questions, one most important is, do we supporters miss this series? And the obvious answer is yes. A million% yes. One day, Ramiz Raja, the then Pakistan cricketer, on his YouTube channel Ramiz Speaks, shares one of the incidents in Sharjah where Pakistani fans suggested him, lose a tournament but do not lose to India.
और आके कहते थे जी टूर्नामेंट हार जाएं आप बेशक मगर भारत से नहीं हारना.
And same is the case with Indians too. Like this, we have so many incidents which prove that there is a huge demand in players and huge anticipation from fans while competing against each other. Wasim Akram, former Pakistani captain, also shared one incident that after their loss to India in 1996 World Cup, Pakistani players were forbidden to come to Lahore because of the revolt against Pakistani team.
हम quarter final हारे इंडिया से in India and I was captain but I got injured. We got a call from PCB not to travel to Lahore.
Wow, this sounds crazy and cruel at least, but this is what this rivalry means to fans, especially natives. Whenever these two teams play against each other, they go by one theme: lose to anyone but not to one another. Wow, this pretty much sums up the value of this game. This definitely is the most anticipated game in cricket and one of the most watched game in mainstream sport. Vivid example is that 2015 World Cup game and 2019 World Cup game between these two nations were the most watched cricket game of that year and probably of all sport too. And the tickets for these two games were sold out within an hour. This is just insane. This is not new thing in sport, that sport rivalry is complemented by fan rivalry, and it is the best part of following a sport. Like I mentioned earlier about Ramiz Raja's case, there's a Hindi movie where an actor sarcastically presents that only time all the Indians are united is when India plays cricket with Pakistan.
इंडियन कहाँ है? इस देश में सिर्फ एक ही जगह आपको देश प्रेम देखने को मिलेगा, वो है इंडिया और पाकिस्तान का क्रिकेट मैच.
Wow, that's huge. A match uniting everyone out of nowhere. Like players, winning means everything to fan too. Feeling of embarrassment is the hard thing that supporters goes through. And for jingoist people like Indians and Pakistanis, it is just undigestible.
इतनी अच्छी पार्टनरशिप चल रही ओ भाई मारो मुझे नहीं ये मजाक हो रहा है.
We are also very much familiar with people crossing their TVs just because their team lost a cricket match. Wow, what a scene that is. This rivalry has also brought a lots of outsider like me to watch and follow cricket. I was one of them who started watching cricket just because of this series. This is simply because everyone in the house were watching this game with so eagerness. There used to be a lot of buzz around this game and no one could ignore this kind of drama. I certainly could not, and thanks to Indo-Pak series, I follow cricket on a daily basis, and it will be like that for the rest of my life. By saying so, with this series not being played apart from the mandatory ICC tournament, I think everybody misses this series quite a lot. People are even skeptical of other series simply because there is no tension and drama like this series has to offer. Even their native supporters are either watching their team's game or kind of ignoring other games. Will this affect cricket as a whole? I think it will. Cricket as a global event needs to get enhanced, and this type of series are the catalyst for promotion of cricket. This is the kind of event where a boy becomes a man, a soldier becomes a leader, and people rises. India-Pakistan clash is meant for this. This is where someone like Tendulkar, Akhtar, Dravid, Akram made their name in the history of old cricket. This is the event where this player knew what pressure is, what the demand of millions of people is. This is the game where someone like Joginder Sharma will be remembered as a part of history. This is the event where someone like Imran Khan stamped his authority as a captain, someone like Dhoni marked himself as a leader, and so did Ganguly. Sometimes individuals' performance is highly rated than the game itself. For instance, Tendulkar's 98 in World Cup 2003, Shoaib Akhtar's million silencer in Eden Gardens where he bowled Tendulkar and Dravid in a consecutive delivery, and Amir Sohail and Venkatesh Prasad battle in 1996 World Cup game. These kinds of rivalry or fights will always be remembered as long as the game goes on, and will be remembered as the individual performance or the battles which was bigger than that game itself. In the modern era, where someone like Kohli and Babar Azam are leading their team to glory, they are not being able to play against each other frequently. The true test of their character is not tested yet. The ultimate battle between the two would have been great to watch, but with what's going on, sadly, it's highly unlikely. Another important question will be, will this create an indifference to cricket among supporters? The answer could be yes and no. Loyal fan of any sport never stop watching their sport irrelevant of what really happens. Yeah, as long as the game goes on, they will simply follow and support their sport. But on the other side of coin, there are certain percentage of people who just follow the main event of sports. Yeah, there are lots of people who just follow main events, and based on what we have seen, Indo-Pak Classico is the main event of cricket and one of the main event of sports in general. Those who started watching cricket just because of the drama and tension this series has to offer, they simply won't get that from other cricketing series, and hence they will slowly start to boycott watching games. And it is true. Even some of my friends have stopped watching cricket just because Indo-Pak Classico is not there. And as soon as they fight in ICC event, they will turn off the volume and enjoy this wonderful game has to offer. I think any kind of indifference from supporters towards any game is highly detrimental. So cricket have to find a way to make this series happen. I think cricket really have to find a way. And finally, another question could be, what could be done? Well, there's a simple answer. Both the government have to find a way to host a bilateral. That's it. It is a badly missed series and all of the cricket lovers have the same voice. Just for the sake of enhancing cricket, this series is a must. Even neutral venues like Abu Dhabi, Sharjah, Dubai can be easily used for hosting game if it cannot be played in Pakistan. And as far as India are concerned, they can simply invite Pakistan in their own homeland. Yeah, if you can play hockey together, if you can trade with each other without no objection, then why not cricket? That's astounding. I mean, no test match for more than 13 years between two titans of cricket is just unacceptable. They just needs to find a way to have this series. I mean, a bilaterals is a must, and this is a voice of millions of cricket lovers as well as the natives too. Well, that's it for the video. Thank you very much for watching, and please pass me an honest opinion about this video, and please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.